All right, boys. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about my experience with testosterone replacement therapy. I'm going to talk about what it's done for me, what it has not done for me, and overall my experience. It is February of 2021. I've been on for about 2.5 to 3 years now. Yeah, about 2.5 to 3 years. So a lot of the benefits of TRT take roughly a year to a year and a half to fully take hold. One of them being bone density. That's the one that really takes the longest sort of to improve for you from TRT. So I'm now well past the point of having, should have experienced all of the benefits. And I'm going to talk about myths. I'm going to talk about what it's done, what it hasn't done. And I'm going to talk about a lot of the negative ideas around TRT. So if you're stumbling upon this channel right now because it's a TRT video, primarily I'm a dating coach, but I help men to grow in all ways, every way that a man can be a stronger, more powerful man. That's what I'm helping dudes with on the Evolution Daily YouTube channel. So hit that subscribe button and I'm sure you'll get some value out of my other vids as well. So I first got turned on to TRT really because I remember the first time I got turned on to any of this was I would see people bullying each other on the internet and calling each other low T, low testosterone. And I always knew like testosterone is the man chemical. And I would always see that. And I was like, oh, that's funny, he's calling him low T. Then I would see actually people even saying shit where they would now call out why this person was low T and low testosterone. And sometimes I'd be like, oh, that kind of sounds like me. Oh, interesting. And something prompted me one day to look up symptoms of low testosterone. I don't know, I got curious about it. I had already lost some weight in my life. I was already like decently into health and fitness. And so I look up the symptoms of low testosterone and I basically have all of them. The way that my fat sits on my body was in a more like estrogenic feminine way. I could not put on muscle for the life of me. And I talked to people, oh, you gotta be hitting this gym, you gotta be doing this, that. No. I did it all, couldn't put on muscle. I was always insanely tired, man. I was very, very tired. Now, the one thing that I did not experience was a lack of sex drive. And not only was I always tired, but then on top of that, I would just pound coffee, pound caffeine nonstop. And now I am sipping a little caffeine right now, but it's because, I still have a little caffeine, but I don't need it, and I don't drink it as much. Sex drive, I was always horny as fuck. And actually, a big part of why somebody will have their sex drive go up when they're on testosterone is because of the conversion of the testosterone to estrogen. So overall, I was just like a more estrogenic, fat, fucking low T being. And I see that walking around the world today. I see that all over men where I'm like, ooh, very high estrogen, very low T. I can tell you pretty much somebody's testosterone level just by talking to them or even seeing them on the street at this point. I'm very dialed in. So for me, what have the benefits been? The most noticeable benefits. Baseline energy levels, if they were here, and this is like the max they could be, if they were here and this is the max that they could be, baseline, I used to be here and I'm now at about here, okay? I'm now at about here. I'm at about the halfway mark. My baseline energy level, like no stimulants, maybe I didn't get the best sleep, maybe I'm like upset about something. Energy is up. Energy is up. Not only that, but also I am a less neurotic person. So if you ever hear that joke where people talk about how, oh, typical woman can't make up her mind, well, that joke actually stems from the fact that women and essentially low testosterone people are incredibly indecisive and frantic and neurotic. And I've lost a lot of that from being on test. I feel just very clear in my decision making. I feel very sure of myself in a lot of ways. I'm less neurotic. I'm able to turn off the crazy thoughts in my head way better than I used to be able to. My overall anxiety and just baseline level of anxiety is way down from being on T. My muscle mass just in general. So like, I just got done at the gym. I've been lifting a lot and shit, but like my baseline muscle You get free muscle when you do TRT. You get free muscle. And I'm just stronger. I look better and I'm stronger. So that's good. My face has changed actually a little bit. If you look at my older vids, I mean, I'm like 5 years, I've been on for like 2.5 years or so. But I'm like 5 years older than the videos that I'm referring to where I used to look like way younger. But I think testosterone's kind of changed my face a little bit, maybe even slightly deepened my voice. It just made me feel more masculine, look more masculine, and I'm just happier being on it. Now, here's the way that I would sum up Test. Test is going to amplify an already healthy lifestyle. So I felt for different periods of time like, well, I'm on testosterone. I'm on TRT. I can just kind of eat whatever I want. I can do whatever I want because my baseline metabolism has gone up a little bit. Not much, but I can get away with a little more on diet. Just a little more, nothing crazy. But I was kind of the mind of like, oh, well, I'm on Test now. I can kind of do whatever I want. I can eat whatever I want. And that ain't the case, boy. It ain't the case. It ain't gonna happen. You gotta live a healthy lifestyle. You get some free muscle on your body when you start shooting Tests, but you want to amplify that muscle. You're not going to, even with the free muscle, you're not going to look big. You're not going to look big unless you're training hard. So for me, the testosterone, the times I feel it the most are when I am the most healthy and the most optimized. So what I kind of want to say here is don't count on this being some magic pill. And to anybody considering getting on Tests, what I would suggest is living a very healthy lifestyle and then getting on it. Talking to a doctor, getting your levels checked multiple times, checking your vitamin D. A lot of guys will end up getting their testosterone levels checked and they'll come back low, and it turns out it's just because they have a vitamin D deficiency. That's a very big deal. So as far as downsides of being on Test, I inject a needle into my skin. That gets easy. You get used to it. People say, well, don't you have to be on it for life? Yeah, guess what? When you have a kid, when you get married, that's for life too. Guess what? Oh, you have a job right now? That's for life too. Oh, what, 40 years from now when you're retired, you don't have to do it anymore? It's for fucking life, right? You do things that are for life. Showering is for life. Oh man, I hate that I have to fucking get in the shower every goddamn day. I have to cook. Cooking is for life, okay? I hear that all the time. Oh, isn't it for life? Isn't it for life? Yeah, bitch, it's for life. Unless you want to not feel like a fucking god. Because ultimately, everything I summed up earlier, it all makes me feel fucking good. It makes me feel better. What I talked about with like the mental health, the muscle on my body, the feeling more masculine, the feeling more decisive. I feel good, man. And when it comes to physical fitness, I recover faster in the gym. I get a great pump. Like my pumps after the gym are fucking great. I can put on muscle much faster. It's just all around awesome. And so, yeah, are you gonna have to do it for life if you want to continue to feel like a god? Yeah, you are. But again, you gotta make coffee for fucking life too, unless you sort of go to Starbucks every goddamn day. So, negatives. Let's talk about negatives. I do have chest acne. I do have some chest acne. I mean, I can show you guys a little bit. It don't really matter. So these are scars. I got gynecomastia surgery for my man boobs, which were there since I was 10. It was not related to TRT at all. But then I get a little bit of chest acne. Yeah, I got gyno surgery because I had man boobs ever since I was very, very young, and they were really bad. Like, I would always have great photos of myself, and then, like, I'd just be poking out, and I'd be like, God damn it, the whole photo's ruined. And I just never felt comfortable, and so, yeah, I ended up getting the gyno removed as well, which that's a life-changing operation. If you have man boobs, holy shit, this is, like, crazy shit. Now I can be, like, on top of a girl, and they're not, like, fucking hanging down, smacking her in the face. I mean, it's a beautiful situation. Now, negatives. I don't know. I shoot. A little chest acne. Nothing else. My balls shrank a little bit. My balls are like decent size, and now they're like just a little less than decent size, I guess. I mean, I've not had a girl complain like, oh, I wish your balls were bigger. You know, it doesn't affect your dick. I get rock hard boners. Negatives? There's no negatives. There's no negatives. It costs some money, whatever. It costs a little money, you pin. Other than that, no real negatives. You do have to counterbalance it with another drug called anastrozole, which is an aromatase inhibitor. So you take that in order to counteract the aromatase of the testosterone. As it goes up, your estrogen will go up as well because it's being converted into some estrogen. So now all you do is you go up with your test, you take an anastrozole, and the estrogen drops back down to a healthy level. Now, the lower body fat you are, the less anastrozole you have to take because this process actually takes place in the body fat. So I already noticed that I have to take a lower and lower and lower dose as time goes on. I take it way less frequently, way lower. And right now I'm actually doing TRT, I'm doing Primobolan, and I'm hitting the gym really hard, eating really well. I predict that by the time like May rolls around, I might not even have to take an aromatase inhibitor based on what I'm doing with muscle mass and fat in my body. So just wanted to share this with you guys. You know, do TRT if you want. Don't do it if you don't want. If you, honest to God, you really want to go the natty route if you can. Like, if you can feel good and be happy, I'm a big proponent of staying completely natural. Like, that is what I would, like, literally my advice to you is stay natural. If you feel good and you're happy, it's all about being happy and feeling good. If you feel happy and you feel good, stay natural. If you don't, start going on a journey. Start going on a journey of health and figuring out, why don't I have energy? Do I drink too much coffee, which creates adrenal fatigue? Is my sleep, do I need to darken my room? Am I not working out hard enough to make my sleep deeper at night to create more growth hormone during the deeper REM cycles of sleep? Start thinking about these things and then start going down this journey yourself. So I just wanted to share for me what it's been like. I hope this video gave somebody some value out there. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.